Sunday morning. I'm in England and it's wet. That's normal for England. Anyway, how about that? That is an Arkansas translucent stone. And I used that this morning. Just show you one more time. There you go. I used that this morning as a first stage conversion to put an edge on a rather nice razor which wasn't quite performing as it should. So I then followed up with using a Dan's Black Arkansas. Now this is incredibly expensive stone. Don't even ask how much. I was raped right royally by customs and excise because Dan's hadn't put on the price I suggested. They put on the full retail price and customs and excise said, oh good, we'll get him well and truly, and they did. We're talking about not a little, we're talking hundreds of pounds. Anyway, that's another story. Here's the two razors as a little comparison test for today. This, I'm rather keen on German razors at the moment. Now this is, I tried it on a 20k edge and I think I might have done something wrong. This is a Puma 39. It's a 6/8 made in Germany from finest and best Puma steel. By the way, which they got from England. But anyway, that's another story. So this is the poor Barber Tres Dieu. So this is the barber's use. Wasn't very good on my stone progression. I got it to 20k. It wasn't bad, but it just wasn't good. So now it's gone from 20k edge, it's gone to translucent arc, and then on to black, very fine surgical black arc. It's been stropped, it's ready to go. And as a comparison, here's another. Look at this beautiful little Puma. Now this one is the Puma 88. So it's a 5/8 special. And again, made in Germany from best Puma steel. Solingen, got from England. But anyway, this one is on a 20k edge. So, if I may, I'm going to copy one of my heroes, which is Jacques from Dapper Shaves. And I'm going to put a pre-shave on using, as he puts it, the people's pre-shave. No need to buy pots and pots for the fancy creams. I doubt very much if any of them work. But anyway, this is special Sunday shave. This is the Martin de Condré, which I've only used a couple of times. It was a very kind gift from Gary. And Gary Hayward is another one of my all-time heroes. Gary does more experimenting with wonderful stuff than anybody. And he's at the moment intriguing me with using some very special spray-on, very fine CBN style onto nanocloth base. And he's reporting wonderful results. Now I've just witnessed an incredible video from Jacques, and his depth of knowledge on razor makers and on shaving is unparalleled. So thank you so much for that, Jacques. I'm now going to just put on a bit of this, and we'll go straight into the shave without me nattering on too much. Do you want me to say what the lather feels like? Feels like lather. The brush, cheap as chips. Got that off eBay. I think it's about 12 quid. It's I don't think it's fully synthetic. It's odd. It's I think it's a mixture. So I thought I'd try a mixture. It's probably goat's hair and nylon or something. I don't know. Anyway, it's fairly vile, but I'm quite happy using any brush, particularly as the bore brushes need to be soaked ideally. I've got a couple of little cheap ball brushes. Here's one here. And yeah, it's all right. It's just, you've got to soak it. Can't be bothered. Anyway, that's looking rather nice. I'm quite pleased with that. I'll do a little bit of the hydrating just to get a bit more of a wet lather on. Don't ever look to me for guidelines on lather and scents and pomades and all the other wonders. I'm a simple person. Simple persons like simple things. All I like is good steel. Anyway, on that happy note, this might be a little idea to wipe off. Very short handle on this little brush, so good idea to wipe it off. Right, here we go. This little beast it's not little actually, it's not reasonable size, 6'8". It's had very little over wear, but it has been badly honed in the past, so I had to put it all right again. Anyway, here we go. This is on the Arkansas edge. Yeah. More consistent than it was. I wouldn't say, no, it's good, it's good. A little bit draggy. No, it's just a tad draggy. Let's see what my little friend here is like. Now, this is only a 5/8. Yeah, this is the little 5/8 Puma. This one's on the 20k edge, so we'll see what we shall see. Yeah, better. Now, I'm assuming that these razors are approximately the same date. Oh my goodness me. I don't know if you can hear it, but I can feel it. That's effortless. So, I'm not sure if the damage to the edge, which had been previously done by other owners, was responsible. But at the moment, I'm giving it a close call, but I would say we're talking 20k edge is better. I mean, this is obviously subjective. Oh, a little bit draggy. Could be my lack of prep. And today we're using lukewarm water because I couldn't be bothered to put the heating on. So it's lukewarm water with a flannel and a splash. That's about it. So you're not going to get the very best results. The very best results are always going to be with warm water straight from the shower. At least that's what I find. I'm going to give this a tiny bit of stropping. I don't think you'll be able to see this. Probably not. But the Kaneyama canvas is my favourite. So followed then obviously the Kaneyama leather. So here we go on the leather. That's only 12 laps, so it's not very much. But I don't want to waste your time. Yeah, I think there's a little bit of drag going on here somewhere. I think either this Martin de Condré didn't go on very well, or I didn't give it long enough. So speaking of which, put a bit more lather on. Just goes to prove another thing, which is posh lather isn't necessarily the best lather. My favourite is still Cella. Either the Cella Aloe Vera, or my favourite is the Cella Red, which is of course very, very kind. It's got almond oil in it. And not that I know very much about these things, but it is very kind. Whereas this is a very nice lather. It's a good quality lather. Going against the grain. Second pass. Yeah, all right, but I've had a lot better. Let's see if I can. Well, that's strange. Going across on the second pass, across the moustache is easier. Yeah, a lot easier. See if we can go as a little example. It just doesn't feel quite right. Small amount of hesitancy, not a good sign. However, let's go back to the little 5/8 and see how that performs. Yeah, better. Considerably better. Let's go against the grain. You see, normally I don't like 5/8. Although it's possible to happily shave with any size blade, I just find you've got a bit more control with the bigger blades. Nice low angle. Another thing to touch on. Your first pass should be low angle because you're asking the edge to do a lot more work. Second pass, alter the angle if you wish. Let's try a fool's pass with this one. Not bad. I just find little razors fiddly. Excellent's a little trimming razor. Excuse me. Yeah, so far so good. I'm going to give it to a little 5/8 on the 20k edge. This is unfair though because this one was immaculate. This hadn't been damaged, whereas I'm afraid some numpty had really overhoned and damaged the edge and the spine of the other one, the little for barber's use 6/8. So unfortunately, it wasn't a terribly bad buy, but this is a terribly good buy. Right, last and final pass. I think we can stick with our little friend because it's a very nice edge. 20k isn't for everybody. Some people find a 20k edge to be a little too sharp. I don't think that's the case for me. Oh, that's good. I won't lie, I've had better. For instance, the Philharmonica, or any Philharmonica, will beat most other razors. But not everybody likes Phillies. They're big. And they're very, very, very thin blades. They ring like a bell. Their steel originally came from Germany. They're originally ground in Germany. So to say they're a Spanish blade, at first anyway, is a bit of a misnomer. They're German. Same with the Palmera. There's a German gentleman that set up the company, and he used Best Solingen steel in about 1890. And that Solingen steel, by the way, came from England. Never mind. But by then, we had lost the edge, so to speak. And now, we buy most of our steel from China. Most of our railway stock, all our railway tracks come from Belgium or Austria. And we invented railways. Anyway. Now this is quite a reasonable little razor actually. I could take this anywhere. Still finding occasional little loose hair. Little bits of stubble. Yeah, it's good. A little bit there. You can't concentrate when you're consistently using different razors all on the same shave. You miss areas. Which I obviously did. Yeah, I'd say it's all right. I mean, it's acceptable. I wouldn't rave about it. I think I might have actually made the slight error of expecting too much. This is only a 2-day growth of stubble, and yeah. Oh, it's smooth enough. I mean, it's very acceptable. Certainly better than you get from a safety razor. And we won't even go as far as electric razors, vile things. Let's just give this one a tiny bit more. See what happens. That might have just made a small difference. Let's see. Yeah, a little bit. Anyway, in conclusion, I don't want to keep rabbiting on. It's Sunday, you're bored. I would say, in conclusion, it depends on how the razor's edge was to start with. When you're dealing with a resurrected edge, this poor thing had a little bit of homeware, a little bit of damage, and I don't think I've 100% rectified that. It will shave quite well. Didn't shave too well on 20k, didn't shave too well on Arkansas, but I ain't finished with it yet. This little fella is very acceptable. It's only a 5/8, it's very light, it's very nice, it's very high quality. It's the Puma 88 5/8. And yeah, it was a good shave, but I can do better. Anyway, that's all. It's Sunday, it's wet, I'm messing about in my bathroom. I would go as far as to say, if you stick to synthetic stones, you're not going to go too far wrong. If you end up using a synthetic 20k, you'll be very amazed. I'll leave you in peace, chaps. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.